Okay, only 5 students present. So, a very good afternoon to the students of class 6 and welcome everyone to our social science geography class. So, students, today in this class we are going to discuss the rest of the portion of the mountains. Okay, in previous class, in your geography class, I have discussed the major landforms of the earth, and among the first one it is the mountains. Okay, so previous class I have already discussed what is fold mountain and block mountain, and now today the third one, it is the volcanic mountain. Okay, and after that I will discuss the plateaus also. It is another type of landform. So quickly open your page number 41 of your geography book and follow. So first I am asking one question, that have you seen the volcanic mountain or have you seen any picture of volcanic mountain? Obviously volcanic mountains are not in India, it is in Japan and other countries, in Italy. So have you seen any picture of the volcanic mountain? And if, okay, yes, okay, Mehtab, where and what is the name of that mountain? Can you mention in the chat box? I think there is, and those have not seen. Okay, Srija not seen. So it is present in page number 42. Just turn over the page. It is page number 42 in figure number 6.4, and it is a volcanic mountain. It is the picture of Mount Fuji is given in your book. Okay. So this volcanic mountain, so what are the process through which these volcanic mountains created? That this volcanic mountain created when the molten magma, actually the rocks in molten state, when the molten magma from the deep inside of Earth's surface erupts through the weaker portion of the Earth's crust, and piles up on its surface. Okay, and after few days, when it cools down, because it was very much hot, it is very much hot when it comes out from the inside of the earth. Okay, and when this magma comes out from the earth, and this is called lava, and when lava cools down, turn into some hard rocks and builds a conical shape of rock called volcanic mountain. Okay, and volcanic mountain usually has big crater in the middle of it. Crater means a big hole through which the magma comes out onto the surface. Okay, and some examples of volcanic mountains are given in your book. This is Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mount Fujiyama in Japan. Except this, Mount Vesuvius in Italy and Krakatoa, it is in Philippines, and the other in Pacific Ocean. Others like Mauna Lea, these are some volcanic mountains of the world. In Indian subcontinent also some volcanic mountains such as Barron and Narcondam in Andaman Nicobar and Island group. Okay, in Andaman and Nicobar Island group, Barron and Narcondam are two volcanic mountains present. in Bay of Bengal. So, the mountains, what are the uses of mountain now? What are the uses of mountains? Number one, that mountains usually called the storehouse of the water, because most of the rivers they actually created from the top of the mountains, and on the top of the mountains, because of very low temperatures, the glaciers are found, and from the glaciers lot of rivers they emerged, such as our India's Ganga, Indus or Sindhu and Brahmaputra. And water from the rivers used by the people and harnessed for the use of people. Sometimes the countries they made huge dams on the mountain region over those rivers and make huge reservoirs beside it, and from that reservoirs they irrigate the agricultural field situated on the slope of the mountains, because in the mountain region the water is not found easily, the water is very scarce there. So, as well as they make electricity, hydroelectricity, the electricity produced from water by making dams. And you know that the river valleys and the terraces are ideal for cultivation. So, that is why the people living on the slope of the mountains or the valleys, they usually cultivate different type of crops on the valleys. So, number one, it is the storehouse of water. Sometimes the water also supplied to the nearby hill stations and villages through pipelines from the reservoirs for drinking and other purposes. So, number two, what are the other use? That the mountains have a rich variety of flora and fauna. So, what is the meaning of flora and fauna? Can you tell me what is the meaning of flora and fauna? Anyone? What is the meaning of flora and fauna? Yes, the plants and animals. Flora means the plants and fauna means the animals. The different animals also lived in the cold mountain regions, such as the red panda, the giant panda, the snow leopard, clouded leopard, okay, the bear, Himalayan black bear. So, this type of animals lived in the mountain regions. Okay, some kind of birds also they lived on those mountain regions, and the flora, the different plants also grown, mainly the trees with conical shape also found in the hilly and mountain regions, and some of these plants are very useful for making medicines. Lot of medicines also made from these plants which are found in the mountain regions. Okay. As well as the forest present in the mountains provide us fuel. The woods used to make food, so it used as fuel. Fodder means the food of the animals, and also they made, the people living in the hill areas, they make shelter with the woods, and other products also very useful that was found from the forest situated in the hilly regions, such as the gums and resins. The liquid comes actually collected from the trees such as pine tree, used in various purposes. Okay. And mountains provide, and so these are the second point. So now number 3, the mountains provide an idyllic site for tourists, means the beauty was unimaginable in the mountain regions. So lot of hill stations also established in the mountain regions because of this healthy weather and beautiful scenic view. Okay, such as Darjeeling, Shimla, Srinagar, Gulmarg, Leh, okay, as well as the Nainital, Gangtok, and the Tawang, etc. In India and also in western countries such as Switzerland. Switzerland is in the slope of the Alps. It is a very beautiful country, and lot of people traveled every year to visit that country, okay, to enjoy the scenic beauty of the mountains of Switzerland. So this is the number 3. So idyllic, for tourists, and number 4, lot of sports that was organized in the mountain regions, such as the sports event related to the Winter Olympics, such as paragliding, hang gliding, river rafting, okay, skating are very much popular in the mountains. Okay, so these sports events are very popular among the people. Those are usually organized in the mountain regions. Okay, and in the some countries also organize some other sports activity in the mountain regions, like in Himalayan Alps. Lot of people every year in the time of summer, they usually go there for skiing, and lot of competitions organized by different organizations and for their vacations. Okay, so can you name some places in Himalayan associated with these sports? This is a question asked to you, and this is a question given in your book. So I am asking again that can you name some of these places in the Himalayas associated with these sports? Students, can you hear me? Students, hello, can you hear me? Okay, so no reply from your side. That can you name some places in the Himalayas associated? Okay, tell me the name of the places. Name of the places where this kind of sports activity occurred. So in Himachal Pradesh also this type of sports activity organized in different hill station. In Kashmir, in Sonmarg, Gulmarg, okay, this type of sports activity also organized in the between the ice. Okay, so students, so these are the uses of mountains. So I think you have understood. So next we are going to discuss the plateaus. What are the plateaus and what are the uses of the plateaus? So I am rubbing this. So, what is plateau? The plateau is an elevated flat land and it has a flat topped tableland standing above the surrounding area, and a plateau may have one or more sides with steep slopes, and the height of the plateaus often varies from few hundred meters to several thousand meters. Okay. So, plateaus are elevated flat land with flat top tableland standing above the surrounding area. And in India, the oldest plateau are Deccan Plateau. Plateaus also, like mountains, sometimes old and divided into old and new plateaus, and the Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateaus. Okay. And the East African Plateau in Kenya and Tanzania and Uganda and the Western Plateau of Australia are some examples of this type of plateaus, and other plateaus also situated in different parts of the world, such as the Utah's Plateau, but in USA, but the highest plateau of the world is the Tibetan Plateau, mainly situated in Tibet, and it is under the rule of China, and some part of Tibet and some part of Tibetan Plateau is present in India, in Ladakh, and it is the highest plateau in the world with a height of 4,000 to 6,000 meter from the sea level. Okay. So, now what are the uses of the plateaus? Number one, that plateaus are the rich with minerals. Lot of minerals also found in the plateau regions, such as many of the mining areas in the world are located in the plateau areas. In Africa, the African Plateau, is famous for gold and diamond mining. Gold and diamond mining is hugely occurred in African Plateau. And in India, the Chota Nagpur Plateau, situated in Jharkhand, some western side of West Bengal, and in some part of Odisha also. So, this Deccan Plateau and some part of Bihar also is rich with mineral resources. So, huge reserves of iron, coal and manganese are found in the Chota Nagpur Plateau, along with mica. Mica is another mineral. Okay. So, rich with mineral resources. Number two, that in plateau areas there may be several waterfalls as the river falls from a great height, and in India, Hudru, Jona, these are some falls, okay, from Chota Nagpur Plateau on the river Subarnarekha, and Jog or Gersappa in Karnataka in Deccan Plateau are very much famous. So, these falls also attracted many tourists every year. Okay, this is very beautiful, and in some rivers and some waterfalls also the government planning to make hydroelectricity projects. Okay. And so these are another use, that tourist spots. So these plateaus have some beautiful tourist spot. And number three, the lava plateaus are rich in black soil and that are fertile and good for cultivation. So many plateaus have scenic spots and are of great attraction of tourists, already mentioned. And number three, so the lava plateau are rich of black soil, such as in Deccan Plateau is rich with regur or black soil. Okay, that is very good for cotton cultivation. So the South India, those regions are the largest cotton producers in India. Okay. So, that is why some part of the plateaus are good for cultivation. So, some part good for cultivation, mainly cotton cultivation, such as cotton in Deccan Plateau. Okay. So, students, these are the uses of the plateau. So, I hope you have understood. If you have any question, you can ask me. Okay, no doubt. So, read this portion again and again, and if you found any problem, okay, if you find any problem, you can mention in the e-portal. So, thank you for watching.